Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbet helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.
So Quantum has arrived and we're on to Jackpot 1, which is race number 4. It's over 1,500 meters and it's a conditional graduation. And interesting rerun here, just to do a refresh on the horse's career prior to this lengthy layoff will be New Mexico, and then interviews with Stuart Ferry, Alec Laird and Peter Muscat.
Peter marker, Master Josh down the centre of the course, Tashman's on the inside, Riley, New Mexico, it's wide open except Temptation trying to close in late on over the last 100 metres, but it's New Mexico going on, JP Van der Merwe and New Mexico, Tashman second, Master Josh, and I think Mr. Pigalle ran fourth.
Yeah, it's quite a strong graduation. But he's got, I ran him there because he opted to run him there because of the draw. And he's got a decent weight and, he's fitting well at home. His form, his post-main's been good and I think he's in with a shot.
I thought Command Pilot was going to win last time, but the Greyville 14 proved a bit quick for him. And he'd like a mile, but this 1,500 might just do it for him. He's obviously got to beat that also De Cox has finished in front of him twice now, but we'll try and get revenge on him. With New Mexico, obviously we think Command Pilot's the better one on the day because he's the fitter horse, but New Mexico's actually got a lot of ability. He's only had 4 runs, and he's had a few niggles and that. So luckily the owner's been very patient, and we hope we can reward him with a good season this season. He's one of the horses that we came down for the season. For a month. He's been here over a month to prepare. He's one of the horses, like after a long rest, with the grass track at Reinke's coming to the end of the season. We took advantage of the training facility here at Summerveld, and he's responded well, and I think he might run a big race because he's every week he's getting closer to. He might find him wanting the last furlong or half a furlong because of the long layoff, but we'll see.
Yeah, Down by the River's in very good form. Unfortunately, the race he runs in on Sunday is not the ideal race for him. It's a 1,500 metre trip, which he found marginally on the sharp side at his last start. It's also a conditions race where he's not ideally handicapped either. But in saying that, he's probably in the form of his life, but it is a strong race under adverse weight terms, but I think he'll run to the best of his ability.
Yeah, I'm glad that we got Alec Laird about number 6 New Mexico coming off that break, but he does quietly fancy Command Pilot, not discounting the chances of New Mexico there. Graham, when I looked at it, I'm going to say the winner is going to come from one of 2 form lines. The one behind Harley Street, who we know is a scratching, and the other behind Shampompo Shampizi. Of course, you heard it from Alec, not much between his horse and Mike de Kock's horse. And then on that run behind Shampompo Shampizi, and then that run behind Harley Street brings in Down by the River and Kitchikal. Once I look past that form line, then there's a 3-year-old in the race that tops the best weighted column. You got a horse coming off a long break that could, come out fresh in New Mexico. It starts becoming complicated, Graham. So I'm going to go with that form line as the form line to follow. 2 form lines to follow.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. But I really do like number 9 French Flame. I do like the younger horse. I've gone a little bit against the grain here. I could be seriously embarrassed in the bipod. I've gone with the horses drawn wide. 7 Kitchikal, 8 Down by the River, 9 French Flame. Now both Kitchikal and Down by the River, as you mentioned, come out of the Harley Street form line. If you're going to add one more into the bipod play, then I would certainly pick one of those that ran behind Shampompo Shampizi, just in case that form line turns out to be the stronger. And that, of course, brings in 3 officer in command and 4 command pilot. As far as New Mexico is concerned, I'm going to happy to sit on the fence. Tea Time Tipple is a very game, very consistent. So again, I think this, although it's a conditional graduation, it's not a true handicap. I do think it's very competitive, but I'm looking for more improvement from number 9 French Flame.
Yep, Graham is possibly, just leaning towards the 3-year-old against these older horses after what was a commendable performance in that Group 1 on Gold Cup Day behind the filly that beat the boys called VJ's Angel. I see the handicapper has given this horse a 101, but we'll, have a look at that rating once he takes on horses in the handicap company. As you've heard it from the guys, it's a conditional graduation, this, and it's a nice test for that 3-year-olds. So Graham's playing it a bit wide. I'm just sticking with those 4 horses, numbers 3, 4, 7, and 8, and I have to give mention to Kitchikal. If you want to watch another replay that will come up in this race, all you need to do is go onto the Gold Circle YouTube page, and you don't need to scroll down to the date. Just type in Holly Street, and the win of Holly Street will come up, and then you can see how Kitchikal was finishing off that race when drawn 15 out of 15. Tremendous performance, possibly the right horse, priced up at 7-1.
My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle, and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.